Welcome back, guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at using the LG V40 in 2020. Let's get into it. This is the LG V40. It was released in October of 2018, making it 2 years old already. There have been two new V series since this phone was released, the LG V50 and 60. The two big features in these new phones are dual screen and 5G. This makes picking up the LG V40 in 2020 already seem like a downgrade. Partly because of this, you can now get this phone for relatively cheap on eBay, around $200 or less. This phone has a beautiful 6.4-inch Quad HD Plus OLED screen. It's also got a beautiful glass backing with fingerprint scanner and 3 cameras. On the left side, you have a volume down, volume up, and a Google Assistant button. On the top, all you have is this one microphone. On the right side, you got the power button and the SD/SIM card slot. On the bottom, you got a speaker, a Type-C charging port, a microphone, and a headphone jack. I would also like to point out that the back of this phone is a fingerprint magnet. The LG V40 comes with an IP68 rating, which means it's good up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. Let's move on to security now. The LG V40 has a fingerprint scanner on the back. It's not the fastest one I've dealt with, but it works okay. Next, face unlock. This phone is also not the greatest at this, but I do have it on the most secure setting, which can cause it to take a little bit longer than if you have it on the normal setting. The LG V40 is currently on Android 9. However, I heard that this could change quite soon. The phone also receives some security updates a couple times a year. Moving into function and processing. This phone seems to be a pretty decent phone for this. It's of course not the best, but it seems to run games pretty smoothly, including some more demanding apps like Need for Speed. However, I've tried this on games like Fortnite and it does not do very well. The cameras are pretty good. However, I've noticed that when transferring from one camera to another, there can be some lag, and if you're doing this in a video, it can sometimes mess it up. As I said before, the cameras are pretty good. To show you, I'm going to take a triple shot picture of this plant to show you how they look in each camera. This is the wide camera, this is the normal/best camera, and this is the zoom. Now moving on to selfie. This has a decent selfie camera. The quality is not the best, but it's usable. Now we're going to try the wide one. This one's cool because you can add friends in if they won't fit normally. This one's probably a little bit worse quality than the other one, but if you can fit everyone in, it works. In broad daylight, this camera works perfectly. Oftentimes, my mom will ask me to use my phone instead of her iPhone X to take pictures. However, as soon as you bring in some low light, this camera really starts to struggle. As you can see here, this is not the greatest picture. In conclusion, this phone's got a good camera, good processing, and a beautiful OLED display for only $200. However, I would only get this if you're on a budget. Otherwise, go pick up the LG V60 or 50. Thanks for watching.